It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This time Jackson will throw it. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jackson going to run, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Hey, we got four down. Watch 81, watch 81.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Browns. 1st and 10.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
46. Mike, 46.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Interception. Here's Jackson. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that one will be accepted. They go play action here on first down. Going up top. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Trucks over him. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
46, boy, 46. 2. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Don't get nervous. 46 to Mike. 46.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Browns first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo now. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Austin Hooper. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Open man is Denzel Mims. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Garoppolo. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
46 to Mike.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
8-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. A good pickup there, a 22.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have broken the tie.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Play action. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to Slayton.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
42-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Garoppolo. Oh, that was dangerous.
Garoppolo's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 52 yards. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, good move. He's got this one completed to Mims. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Here we go, here we go. Slack 80! Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
47-yard line.
On the carry, it's Chubb.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Forced out to his left. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Hey, check flag 33. Check flag 33. Watch the back. Watch the back. 65. Check 33. 33. Watch the slant.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Sets up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Here's Jones. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The tackle made.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Field with a 48-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. Able to push his way through. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Out of bounds.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
Number 31.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Baltimore.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Oh, good movement. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ronald Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Again, it's Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone
falls. A two-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 28, Browns 18. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
46, boys, 46. 46 to mark.
Garoppolo to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete.
Miles Boykin. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Tucker lining up.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35, Browns 18. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Chubb. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And again, it's Chubb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 46. Mike 46.
Wait.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
incomplete. Intended for Rashard Higgins. It's 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And look at this, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Baltimore, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Browns, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.